Hello guys, and welcome to this random thing I found on Steam that looked terrible, so we're going to play it naturally. Do you want to read the manual? It's just a visual novel. Pant, pant. I'm being pursued by someone tonight on the street. By whom, I haven't the slightest clue. I can say one thing for sure. Whatever it is isn't human. Pant, pant. If I'm caught by whatever it is, what's going to happen to me? I continue to run despite the uneasiness in my gut. But no matter how hard I try, they keep right on my trail. Give me a break already! You know this character is going to survive this encounter because their name is Girl. Whenever I glance back, it just seems to keep getting closer and closer. What the hell? I don't understand any of this. Why are they after me? It doesn't matter. I have to lose them no matter what. If I can just make it to my house, I should be safe. Keep telling yourself that. I kept running and eventually came to an intersection and took a quick dash down one of the side streets. Suddenly, I was blinded by a pair of bright lights accompanied by the sound of screeching brakes. Ah. I immediately felt an intense shock throughout my entire body. Slowly, my consciousness slipped away. So let me get this straight. You were running from, like, a monster or some kind of suspicious individual, but the way you die is by a freaking car? Why'd you go out in the street? Looks like there were plenty of alleys you could have taken. Ding dong, the school bell rang. That's it for today's lesson. It is time for Slice of Life BGM. Kyuhei. I have to head out now. Kyuhei, don't you have something important to do right now? The class president, Kaname Sasaki, spoke up. Yuji Ogata, our friend, turns in our direction as well. It's a new education game, yeah? It's good for the brain and keeps it in tip-top shape. Yeah, that's right. So, Yuji, how about joining me for a game or two? Hell yeah, I'll beat you for sure this time, heh. Are you sure that... Is that the same guy? Wait, which one am I? So I'm Kyuhei. That's Yuji. That's Kaname. Yeah? Okay. Are you sure that's okay? I remember you saying something about bombing your last exam, right? The class president countered in a sharp tone. Wait, so he's Kaname. He's Yuji. Yeah, okay. But I guess his efforts were in vain. These Japanese games are the hottest thing right now. So what? What are you implying? That's the reason we play these games. Oh, that's me. Okay. It also means we're getting valuable cultural experience by playing with people online around the world. What? You guys are so full of crap. Ah, come on, man. We're best friends, right? Yeah, that's... Who's who? I'm so lost. Okay. My name is Kyuhei Inui. I'm walking home with my childhood friend, Yuji. Hanging out with him never got old, and I think Yuji also agrees. When we get to my house, I immediately fire up the game console. Okay, I choose Jupiter. Alright, then I choose Mars. Nowadays, we're obsessed with a new strategy war type game. The game names the stages as planet names, and oddly enough, there are some with little girls. What? I'm sorry, what? The hidden stage in this game is called Black Hole, and that's not even a planet. Got him. That is weird. We went head-to-head a few rounds, but in the end, we were about evenly matched. Might be a bit loud. We've always lived close since kindergarten, so we've been able to play together on the same console. Of course, we also just chill and hang out for no reason in general. We both have different tastes when it comes to the game genre. You don't need to say you both have different tastes. You can just say you have different tastes. It's always been that way. On that note, want to play something else? There's this mobile game I want to check out. That's cool. I'll read some manga. Why don't you try out the game as well? Yuji boots up his phone and is already completely immersed in the game. Do you play any mobile games? Oh, here we go. Our first choice of the game. Autos? Okay. No. For one, mobile screens are just so tiny, it's hard to call it a true gaming experience. Honestly, I don't see the big hype about mobile games. What's so great about mobile games anyways? For starters, you can play mobile games anywhere at any time. I think that's reason enough. Even some of the simpler games are great to pass the time. Sometimes a big fancy screen with gorgeous graphics can get tedious and boring, just as with mobile games. I see your point. Even though Yuji gives me a lecture on how mobile games have merit, I still prefer good old-fashioned TV and game console. Well, if the game is as interesting as you say, then I might try it out. You need to play one of the more high-end mobile games. High-end? It's good stuff, you'll see. What kind of game is it? The game that Yuji is recommending sounds interesting, so I might in fact like it. This is not stilted at all. Actually, I haven't even downloaded the game yet. How do you know the game is as good as you say it is? Did you base that on a game review you read on the internet? No, I based it on a YouTube video. Hey, can I use your PC for a sec? I nodded and booted up the PC for Yuji to use. What displayed on the screen was an anonymous BBS forum board. Why are we reading this? What is a BBS? Give me a sec. BBS. Wheels? BBS forum. Bulletin board system. BBS is a running software that allows using a terminal program? The fuck? Why are they talking about BBSs? When does this take place? This forum isn't restricted to just a particular genre, but I was reading a post about how insanely popular it is worldwide. That popular, huh? What's the game called? The game is titled Bad End. Despite the name, people say it's too good to put down. They open the game and like see themselves because this is Bad End. I'm sorry, I'm not funny. Yuji says this with a grin. It's a simulation horror survival game. If the player gets a bad end in the game, then they supposedly die in real life, so we should totally play it. After an awkward silence, I chuckled and replied, "They're making it sound that way to hype the game up." No man, I'm not kidding. It says so on the game's official website. Okay, well why aren't you playing it yet? That's weird. I can access the page, but the download link isn't working. Yuji turned the mobile phone's display so I could see it. There was a simple website that looked almost identical to the one displayed on the PC screen. There's a little link on the page named Bad End Download. See, I keep trying, but the download won't start. You think it's a dead link? Well, according to the BBS, the game has downloaded several times, so it should be working. A quick glimpse at some of the post headings can confirm this. Very strange indeed. I know this is crazy, but I just considered something. What? Do you think what these people are saying is true? I mean, the so-called myth about this game? Even though the webpage makes this claim, how can we be sure it's not just a load of crap? Yuji places his mobile phone on the desk beside him and turns his attention back to the website on the PC monitor. I can't talk. There's 20 threads, and that's quite a lot. We start to read through the posts.
No, I can't download the game at all!
Such a game can't exist. You need to face reality, seriously. Anyway, let's play baseball.
So far, about 80 of the posts were something like this. I can't get the game to start. A game like this can't exist. I'm surprised there aren't more people just trolling, honestly. I finally got the game to download and I'm impressed from the get-go. My first choice in the game is creepy. There's no way someone ended up dying. Blah. Yeah, I got the download to work. I'm going to stay up all night playing. The remaining 20% of the BBS posts, for the most part, positive praise about the game. So even though there's a ridiculous rumor about dying when you get a bad end, it seems some people just blow it off as a joke. Some people. Most of these people are probably trolls. That's the troll? The troll is saying that it's not true? So you think these posts are trolls, huh? Well, there is some interesting posts for sure. Let's check this one out. Ah no, I am dying! Die, die, die! The evil one told me that I have less than a minute to live, so I guess this is goodbye.
Please, whatever you do, don't download this game unless you want to end up like me.
See there? No way, I don't believe it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yuji laughs pleasantly and agrees that it's probably just a hoax. Bad End was released a few months ago, but this BBS board didn't show up until recently. Wrong voice, but who cares? Every day since then, bogus posts like this keep popping up. Since the download link is broken most of the time, it's not surprising most people just forget about it and move on. Well, this game isn't completely forgotten. It's a total mystery for sure. It doesn't make sense. This is the internet, after all. These things are bound to happen sometime or another. Something else I remember reading about this game. Apparently only a few select people are able to download it. A few select people? Though I try the download link every day, I can't get the damn game to download. Let me try. I access the download page with my own mobile phone. And navigate to the same download link and tap on it. No good. It won't work for me. It won't work for me either. Check this out. There's a few posts that have actual gameplay recorded from the game itself. I see, so they've uploaded what they've played so far. That's actually impressive that players have uploaded their own game experiences for all players to see. Why is that impressive? I'm doing that right now. Literally, me. Tasty Nachos. Yuji finds and clicks on a link in one of the posts that takes him to one of the player's Twitter page. According to the page, the last update was 5 days ago. Wonder why they stopped tweeting.
I wonder why.
Good point. He was tweeting frequently up until 5 days ago. Do you think he might have died? Oh, come on, man. Seriously? We give the page another quick once-over. Never heard someone say once-over before, but okay. It seems like the first couple of tweets are mostly praise about how great the gameplay is, however. From there on, posts get stranger and more ominous. The dark being came right out of the screen. What was the final tweet from this player? Nothing more had been posted after that. Probably posted this to further hype the game up, like I said earlier. That's all there is to it. But still, I would like to give this game a try. Well, I hope you're able to get it running sometime soon. A little while later, we decided to call it quits for the day. Seeing Yuji off, I came back and sprawled out on the bed. So if a player gets a bad end, they die in real life? If you die in the game, you die in real life. There can't be such a game, can there? I've never heard of this type of thing happening in a game. Except in several anime. Yes, I'm just making a big deal of nothing. There's no way a game like that could exist. But it actually does. Later on that night, my mobile phone started ringing and displayed Yuji's number. Hey, you're not gonna believe this. What's up? Finally got bad in to download. No kidding? For a moment, I thought he was making it up. But Yuji seldom tells a lie, especially not about video games. Even if it was a lie and I said, show me tomorrow, Yuji would outright admit he was telling a fib. What's it like? Have you played it yet? I just finished downloading and it's just about to install it. I'm curious to hear how it is after you play it. Alright, man, I'll see you tomorrow and give you the details. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. What? Why am I giving him the details? Here. What? What? So he downloaded it, but he's asking me how it... Okay. Yuji seemed really stoked to finally get the game downloaded. Now I'm curious and wouldn't mind going over to his place to check it out. Maybe I'll ask him tomorrow. However, little did I know that this would be the last conversation I would ever have with Yuji. Spooky. I have some regrettable news. The morning homeroom teacher started speaking. Yuji Ogata died last evening. What? The sound of confused voices could be heard throughout the room. Yuji died? That was futile. I sent him a text anyways. This is so sad. There was no reply. Maybe he caught a nasty cold or bug and was just at home in bed. But that didn't seem to be the case. Why? Why did he have to die? I don't understand the details myself, but he apparently died in his own bedroom. Let's settle down for now. I will keep you posted if I hear anything new. The teacher's words stunned everyone, and the room was dead silent. Yuji died. Yuji, my best friend, died. You will be missed. Soon, Yuji's funeral was carried out. Yuji was an only child. I can imagine the heartbreak Yuji's parents felt. All of the other classmates attended the funeral as well. Is that normal? Boys were expressions of disbelief, and the majority of girls were sobbing. Yuji was admired and liked by everyone he came to know. Now I was looking at a picture of him, taken not too long ago. Why did you have to die? My body is shaking, the tears flowing freely through okay. Some time passed, but my world was still shattered. QA, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do. He was my best friend for 10 years. And just like that, he's gone. I know you're hurting, but give it some time. Time heals all wounds. I'm trying, okay? I know his voice changed, but it's more fitting now. The autopsy showed that his cause of death was acute cardiac insufficiency. Yuji, to my knowledge, didn't have a life-threatening disease. So what the hell happened to him? Ellipses? Ellipses? Wait, could it be? If a player gets a bad in, they will die. Those ominous words kept repeating in my head. Wait, so this is like... Wait. Soon, okay. And then some time passed. So it's probably been at least like a week since this happened. And our boy Kyuhei is just now thinking about this. Bad end. I totally laughed it off as one big load of crap. Is that really even possible? After school, I visited Yuji's house. I can't do 5 trillion. Thank you for your prayers for Yuji. Not at all. We can't use the comics and games that Yuji kept, so I want you to have them. I'm sure he would have wanted the same. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I have another reason for coming here today. Do you happen to have Yuji's mobile phone he was using? Yes, it's on his desk. There's a record of an email that I want to keep. Okay, I want to take a look at some of its contents. I go over and take the phone from the desk. Yuji said he had successfully downloaded and installed Bad End. Does he not have a password on his phone? Surely it's still installed on his phone. Oh! When the list of available apps appears, Bad End is listed as being installed. Yuji had installed it after all. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. By the way, did Yuji really have a heart condition like the doctor said? The doctor said as much, but what? Upon replying, fresh tears started streaming down her face. Yuji's face had turned so pale, and he looked so scared. Sob. He had scratched and clawed at his own throat. Must have been so much pain that on top of not being able to say anything. Do I even need to comment on this? You guys know the contents of my channel, right? May I please borrow his phone for a little while? I was allowed permission to borrow Yuji's phone. I couldn't conduct an investigation when his mom was in such an emotional state. Sigh. Yuji's phone number is the same make and model as... Yuji's mobile phone is the same make and model as my own. It's actually a very common phone and nothing too special. However, he had downloaded Bad End. Although I tried on my own mobile phone, I couldn't get it to install. Though I was Yuji able to download it. At any rate, I'm going to try to play it. I hesitated. This game could potentially be the only game in existence to completely defy any logic or human comprehension. But I have to know the truth behind this game. With determination, I started the app called Bad End. However, the error message showed error, execution failed, and the application force closes. Wait, are we in past tense or present tense? Shit! Then no matter how often I tapped the screen, it wouldn't respond. For several minutes, no matter what I did, it was no use. Pressing the end button had no effect either. My hand holding Yuji's phone was trembling. A sense of fear was creeping in. Yuji, was this game what really killed you? Nope. That's stupid. What the hell? Why isn't the game booting up? The author of Bad End must have made some type of patch for the game and prevented this older version from booting up. For example, the initial download of this version was put up and then taken down not too long after. Then, Yuji just happened to download it within a small time frame from the first release to an updated one. Why can't I get the game to run? I hadn't a clue. It might just be designed to be able to open once. I know close to nothing about programming, so I'm not sure if it was designed that way intentionally or not. How did Yuji really die? An underlying disease or condition? That's the only rational explanation. If one gets a bad end in video games, then the player dies for real. There's no way in hell. You don't need to have just and merely. It can be either. Just merely a myth spread to hype the game up. Not long after, I completely forgot about Bad End and moved on. Ending number 1, Urban Myth. Was that it? Oh. Okay. Okay. If you say so. Oh. It has to be. Yuji fell a victim to this game just like the other players that supposedly got killed as well. Killed by the infamous Bad End. Damn it. Damn it! A horror video game that actually kills a player in the real world. Based on what's happened so far, this seems to be the case despite how unbelievable it sounds. There is no other explanation. Come on, this is so ridiculous. Yuji had died, that's for certain. But is there any evidence or clue on the phone as to what Yuji had seen or did while he was playing? I tried to boot up Bad End again. It didn't ask for any prompts or to supply any personal information from the player. For example, if the player is in a different time zone or location, depending on the game, it won't run. Unexpectedly, something happened that I didn't anticipate. But what is happening? The game was displayed on the splash screen just a little while ago, but now the Bad End icon had disappeared completely. Who made this game and for what reason? It just didn't make any sense. There's this new game out there called Bad End, and that potentially killed my best friend. This is all too much, but I have to know the truth. I have to dig up some more info regarding this whole thing. After finishing my dinner, I sat down in front of my PC monitor. Despite there being only a few number of players who got the game running, I chose one of them and looked into the profile further. Which one did I look at? What? I don't think this is gonna matter, but... Player profile? Decided to check the other players' profiles. So far, I only looked at one player's Twitter page. If I do a more advanced search, maybe I can find out more. I try a direct keyword search for the game. Here we go, a blog. This looks promising. Wait, did he say that out loud? Why? A Bad End play diary came up. The last update was a month ago. Then abruptly stopped. Okay. So what happened? The information posted is troubling. I decided to start reading it from the beginning. My wish finally came true. I was able to download Bad End. I'm so excited. Sadly, I can't show any proof due to my lack of digital camera. Therefore, any comments are welcome. I'm slowly playing through the game in my spare time. I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want to spoil the plot, but the story is rather cliche. Just as I was thinking of the lack of imagination, my first plot choice appeared. My palms were sweating. Not long afterwards, I met my first Bad End and lol. But of course, nothing happened to me as per the rumor that was circulating on the net. Naturally, there is a lot more of the game to explore. I'm still here, though I thought at one particular time I was actually going to die. Then I realized it was all a dream. If the main character makes the correct choice, then the story continues. It's to be expected, right? Then bad luck rears its ugly head and I got my second Bad End. Obviously, I'm not very good at these types of games. The update's in there. Wait, so what's the implication here? Like, as they're dying, they're like, wait. I need to get my phone. And then they just type in, like, they just hit, like, random keys. Or not the phone, like, computer, or whatever. They go to Twitter, or wherever, and they just start, like, banging out keys, like, and then send it. They move their mouse cursor over to the send button. I need to make sure this goes out. The blog was only maintained for 4 days. It may all be a practical joke. There's no evidence to back up his claims. It might possibly already be dead. The last incomprehensible string of text was most likely due to a panic or distraction. At the start of the blog, the information was pertaining to the player's initial impressions of the game. I'm going to be vague. The storyline is cliché. From what the first post here described, it conflicts with what the anonymous BBS board said. Most of the other player diaries I skimmed through aren't very helpful. Not surprisingly, they aren't being updated regularly either. Which one did I look at? Okay, we're back here. I like how it referenced the BBS, even though I hadn't seen it yet. I accessed the anonymous BBS board. I started typing into a new thread box. My best friend who was playing this game died last night. I'd like to investigate the mystery of this bad end. I'm not making this up. If anyone has more information, please respond. That was some wet click-clacking, by the way. Did he... What did he have over his keyboard? I immediately got some replies. It's a troll! How did he die? Tell us! Show a pic or something. If you have some proof, I might believe you. Shit! Despite the quick reply, nothing was helpful at all. I was getting irritated. Just don't delve any further. Don't delve into the matter any further. It's not worth the risk unless you got a death wish. Yeah, I think you should just forget about the game and move on. No good can come of it. Like dying. Oh, do you like this ASMR, by the way? I'm drinking a soda. Your friend probably would want you to steer clear and not repeat his mistake. There's also a tidbit here that was unsettling. My heartbeat started to race, but I bear it and take a deep breath. I need to find out exactly what happened to Yuji and the cause of his death. Though it's possible one of these people have encountered Yuji, they seem to not have witnessed any of the events regardless. Despite that, was it really a troll getting a kick out of this whole ordeal? Or did they really fall victim to this sick game? Now I'm more excited than ever to start playing the game. It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Frustrated at the lack of useful responses, I closed the BBS. Okay. It seems you can't run the game unless you are a specific person chosen to play it. The player is able to download the game special in some way? Was it purely at random? Which one did I look at? Okay. I decided to search for the game on the popular game information site. Bad End is all the rage right now, so there must be more information out there. Oh, here we go. I accessed a popular gaming information board and began reading. Bad End is the new mobile game which suddenly appeared on the network out of nowhere several months ago. Despite having a link to download page, it's usually down. Load. It seems to have a very sophisticated choice selection system. Supposedly, if the player picks the wrong choice, then they will die for real. You find it hard to believe that a video game can actually have the potential to kill someone. Somehow, the administrator of the site doesn't have a clue. The rumors surrounding the game is basically summarized. It's just like what Yuji had told me before he played the game. One ominous sentence caught my eye towards the end. It is said that there is a great reward awaiting the player who can clear the entire game without dying. A great reward, huh? I wonder what it is. Despite the danger of actually dying, people actually think it's worth the risk. Actually, twice in one sentence. Is this the reason people are playing? Well, I'm not interested in the prize for beating it. I'm only interested in getting to the bottom of what killed Yuji. I turned off the power to my PC and lounged on my bed. Nothing I came across was very helpful. I'm starting to feel even more depressed. If I can't download the game, I can't play it. I want to play the game! If there's a God out there, please allow me to play the game! Yuji, you probably didn't really think that you die in real life. That's only natural to think that way. No one just up and dies when you lose a life in a damn video game. But people didn't take it seriously and played the game like they would any other and paid the ultimate price. Even if I don't know who's responsible for this, just sitting here won't help me find out. My mind was made up. I decided I'll beat Bad End and find out the mystery behind Yuji's death. So deciding on that, I can't wait to get started on the game as soon as possible. I tried downloading the game multiple times while on break between classes, but the download refused to start. Damn it, why can't I download it? Q, hey. Oh, hey, Kaname, what's up? What's with the long face? He saw right through me. Regardless, I'll do just about anything and get this damn game up and running. If something is troubling you, I'm here to listen. Ellipses. I'm too desperate to look into Bad End. That's all I can think about. Have you heard of a mobile game called Bad End? I've heard of it. Oh, I've heard of it. It's where if the player dies in-game, they die for real. Despite all the current information on the net, it seems people are elaborating on their own personal experiences within the game. What does that mean? What? Yuji had played the game before he died. Eh? The game was still installed on his phone. When I attempted to boot the game, the app just disappeared from the main screen. It's not even what was described, but okay. It seems that someone was trying to sabotage any traces of the game's activity. I can't believe such a game actually exists. So, Yuji died from playing that game, not a damn disease? No way, come on, Kyuhei. Kaname was clearly annoyed by my explanation. Our fellow classmates turned to look in our direction at the commotion. Don't buy into such a stupid rumor. He died because of an underlying medical condition. If it's such a stupid rumor, then just tell me why it's not true. Just face the facts. I saw the game disappear from the phone with my own eyes. Try explaining that. I have no possible explanation. This is the God's honest truth. I'm not making this shit up. That's why I'm going to find out what happened to Yuji by any means possible. I know it's hard on you to lose your best friend of 10 years, but you have to move on. But don't misunderstand. You can't let yourself fall to despair over someone who has passed on. There's nothing more you can do. The expression in my eyes were one of disbelief and helplessness. Didn't know what to do or say to him. Thanks again for trying to cheer me up. I'll see you later. I spent the rest of the time at school avoiding everyone. I wasn't in the mood to socialize. Is it really a hopeless situation? Is it just stupid of me to want to find out what the reason behind the death of my best friend? No, I refuse to believe that. But after talking to Kaname, that somewhat dashed my hopes of pursuing the truth. That one player's startling reply on the anonymous BBS surfaced in my mind. He basically said to stop trying unless I had a death wish. I eventually calmed down after remembering those words. Yes, I'm afraid of dying, but finding out about Yuji's death was worth the risk. Should I just ignore my gut feelings? Though I screamed in frustration to know that I could potentially die, I couldn't help but think. If anything should happen to me, what would my parents do if I died? Ah, yes, the parents who we are very familiar with. I know them like my own parents. After arriving home, I spent it alone. It's been 1 week since Yuji's death. The smoke was slowly clearing, and reality that he was gone slowly sank in. Sigh. Will I just give up on finding out more about Bad End? First of all, there's not much I can do if I can't play the game. No matter how you look at it, this game has to choose me. No matter what I do, the game doesn't somehow choose me, that I can't do a thing. I access the download page for a final last attempt at downloading the game. If this doesn't work, then I might as well give up. I push the link. Holy! The download link worked! Let me guess, we're never going to get a reason as to why it works sometimes, and other times not. It's just to build suspense. A blue progress bar appeared, and before long it reaches 100%. Do you want to run the game? After a message button for yes and no were after the message, a button for yes and no were displayed in a box prompt. Are you serious? I was finally able to download it. This is it. I could finally look into the matter and put an end to all the rumors and bullshit of the game. That wasn't his stated motivation. Okay, here we go. I steeled myself to find out the truth behind Yuji by any means. The flame of determination again burned bright where it had once burned out. Well, shit. Now for the moment of truth. Should I just let it go and return to my life, or walk away and not take the risk? No way. I have to do this. Even these doubts lingered in my mind despite getting the game to miraculously work. Damn it. It's like the game is taunting me. It's scary and infuriating at the same time. There's like one other character besides the protagonist. Where are we gonna get the attention from? What shall I do? Do I play bed-in or not play? Nah. Cold chill runs down my spine. I tap the no button with a trembling finger, and I immediately delete it forever from my mobile applications. Pant! I went with my intuition and gut feeling. The game was trying to deceive me into taking a plunge into its death grip. Successfully avoiding the curse, I regained my composure. I'm not touching this game again. Sorry, Yuji. Tears started to stream from my eyes. Yuji, I'll never forgive the bastard responsible for your death. I'd like nothing more to track them down and exact revenge. But I must live. Now I was more ashamed of myself than frightened. What, are we still going? The next day, Kaname called out to me as soon as I walked into the classroom. Hey, how are you feeling? I guess I'm okay. What's up? About the mobile game, are you still looking into that? Nah, I gave up on trying. Gave up? Yeah. I don't really want to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, then that's fine with me. I returned to my routine daily life. It will still take a while before I can accept what happened. Surely Yuji wouldn't want me to dwell on it. That's kind of what I've been thinking. All I can do is continue to pray that Yuji's soul is resting in peace in the afterlife. But then... Huh? An incoming email. Who could it be from? I flipped the phone open and looked at the display. Don't quit, Kyuhei. Ugh. Hey, what happened? Oh, hey, what happened? Ugh. The emails referring to Yuji continued to flood my phone. No matter what I do, how many times I change my phone number and address. What? You changing your phone number just like on the dime? And address? You like moving? The responses are still endless. Yuji, who was my best friend now, has now become a frightening existence that continues to haunt me wherever I go. Don't quit, QA. 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 Okay, you get the idea. Okay, we get it. Ending number 2. Don't quit now. Well, that was stupid. There's no way I won't play. I gritted my teeth and stared blankly at the display. This isn't fate, then I don't know what is. This game may very well be a death trap because it's already claimed one victim, but it won't be defeated so easily. I'll do anything I can to clear it. I will do it. And I started the world of Bad End. What? Why is it blue now? It's a different classroom. Ding dong, the bell chimed, signaling the end of the school day. It's finally over. Now it's time for yours truly to make a swift exit. After hearing the energy in my words, a close friend Kana Mihashi retorts with a laugh. Ah, the bell, what a sweet sound. Oh, Koko, do you have another hot date lined up today? Another hot date? It's not like that. I don't want just any man. I want a foreign guy. American. An American, huh? Oh my. Kana sighs. I don't have an actual steady boyfriend, but there's one guy at school that I do hang out with often. Sometimes they have him treat me to some fine dining at time. You said times twice. Isn't that what everyone does? I'm sure I'm not the only one. Tee hee hee, I gotta go. Grab a hot date and to get ready for. Oh yeah, have fun and break a leg. Kana left the classroom earlier than usual. Kana's boyfriend is very handsome. They seem to make a great couple. By the way, who should I invite today? My name is Koko Iwasaki. I'm pretty much your average carefree teenage girl. When the bell rings, I usually hang out with Kana and her boyfriend until evening. What about studying? Yeah, only when it's appropriate. Wait, so this protagonist has a Sprite? 1 hour later, my stomach was stuffed. Ah, that was delicious. Let's go to the patisserie again. Boy A.
Well, do you intend to be my lover, or...
Your lover?
I'm being serious. I really like you. I don't want you around another guy.
Sorry, but I'm not ready to have any serious relationships. Whatever, bye. I came home and lie down on my bed. Do you intend to be my lover? I've heard that line a dozen times or so. But I turn them down every time. I have to admit I'm just a little jealous to see my friends with handsome guys of their own. It seems I have a knack for running guys off. At least that's what Kana said. I don't think that's true at all. No one else that's as easygoing as... There's nobody else that's as easygoing as me. We got there. After supper, I decided to take extra time with my makeup. Of course, applying makeup at school is against the rules, but it's in a girl's better interest if it's for being with a hot guy on holiday break. I thought that to myself as I began to start on my makeup. It's all used up. I completely forgot that I used the last of my foundation yesterday. I should have grabbed some more during my way back home today. Okay, I'll go ahead and get some. A nightly stroll is good for me every now and then. I arrived at the convenience store closest to my house. Fortunately, you can buy some decent cosmetic products at the convenience stores nowadays. Oh, Kyoko! Yep. Oh, Coco. Kana was standing in front of the magazine section in the corner. She was looking through a fashion magazine. What a coincidence. I came to buy cosmetics. Perfecting the art of applying makeup, you sure know how to wrap a man around your finger for sure. Sure twice in one sentence. That's so not true. After this small chatter, I finished my shopping. I decided might as well accompany Kana on her way back home. It was a relatively straight walk. Have you ever stayed out this late at night before, Coco? Several times. Who hasn't? I've stayed out for karaoke and movies, for example. I'm told my singing is very arousing. Yeah, okay, whatever. So who did you go out with when you stayed out so late? Do you ever run into any of my studs? If you ever run into any of my studs, don't even try to make a move on them. I'd never do such a thing. But now that you mention it, I did hang out with him before you two met. For real? That's news to me. I thought he was his first sweetheart. Well, we were never truly lovers. It's all news to Kana. It seems she's somewhat jealous. Then, right about that time... It's the Spook Man! What? I couldn't believe my eyes. Suddenly a black shape appeared out of nowhere. What? What? Coco, what is that? I have no idea. Fog, mist, I can't make it out at all. Maybe there's some sort of demon creature?
How dare.
What?
How dare you call me a demon creature?
The thing said this in a crazed way over and over. Hurry! Run away! Run! Coco! I turned and ran at full speed. Kana was not far behind me.
Woo!
It's gaining ground fast. It's surely faster than us. What the hell is it? I don't believe what we've witnessed. But I saw it with my own two eyes, so there's no way I'm just imagining things. It's a creature not of this world. Pantweeze. Where are we going, Coco? Doesn't matter. Anywhere is good as long as we get away from that thing. My feet were getting tired and soon was about out of breath from running. Your feet were out of breath? That happens sometimes. Then, an intersection! Which way should I go? The right or the left? Or keep on going straight? Which way do I run? What? What did I click? What? What? A choice. As for an adventure game, a choice is important. Typically, when a player chooses the wrong choice, it often results in a game over of some sort. Bad End works in this way too, according from what I've read. Aren't there any hints? Seems like it might purely be left to luck. If I choose wrong, I will surely die here. This is probably the only chance I'm going to have, so there might be no going back. What shall I do? Stop playing or continue? Stop. Tap the end prompt with a shaky finger. The main title screen appeared. A cold sweat trickled down my back. Damn it, it's impossible after all. I feel ashamed. I was so determined and energetic to clear the game. But I'll get killed if I make the wrong choices. Even I got lucky at this point. How many more potential lethal choices are there left to make in this game? To clear the game without getting a bad end. Is there any possible way to do so? Is there even a 1% chance of doing it? I was stupid to attempt this. I was too hard-headed to realize this before my curiosity got the best of me. Sorry, Yuji! I can't do it. I don't want to die yet. After uninstalling Bad End, my daily life went back to normal. At least I thought so. But my mistake would soon be realized. Kyuhei. Hey, Kyuhei. Hey, are you listening? I turned slowly to face towards Kaname. You're looking awfully pale. You're still worried about Yuji's predicament, aren't you? Predicament? You mean predicament? So predicament, like dying? Are you in a predicament if you die? I don't think you're in a predicament anymore if you're already dead. Remember, it's going to take some time to get over him. 1 week passes after I remove Bad End. Couldn't help but be afraid of Yuji now. Bad End still exists on my phone. I've attempted to delete it several times, but it just keeps coming back. It's malware, dude. Then I get a call. The now deceased Yuji. Keep going, Kyuhei. Hey, are you alright? Kaname shakes my body, but the fear still grips me. The voice continues in my head despite trying to end the call. We are best friends, Kyuhei. Still no use, even if I break or throw away my mobile phone. You must forget about me and have no regrets. It comes back to me all too soon. Kyuhei. There's no end to this. Kyuhei. Okay. This torture continued on forever. I slowly start losing my sanity? Ending number 3. Forever haunted by fear. What? Just get a new phone? Oh, oops. Made up my mind to continue playing. Of course, there is still the fear of dying. I don't intend to quit now. After all, it's only natural to want to find out what killed my best friend. Maybe there's some sort of invisible force that's beckoning me in to play this deadly game. But I decided to chance it and push forward. Which choice should I make? go straight. I went straight on at a crossing. Pant, pant. I don't know how long I've been running, but I must make every effort to escape. And then... Ah! I tripped and sprawled on the ground. I skint my hand... Skint? What does skint mean? Is that a word? Of a person having little or no money available. I'm a bit skint just now. 1920s, a variant of the colloquial skinned, the same sense, past participle of skin. Penniless. So, like, her hand and knee lost her money? They're broke now? But the pain isn't excruciating. Coco! No! As for what happened to me, the shadow immediately enveloped me in a thick fog. My body felt like air, and I felt like the life force was being sucked right out of my body. What? What is that thing? I was quickly falling into a deep sleep, accompanied by a feeling of imminent death. Bad end. A bad end. Are you serious? I've lost already? Damn it! I threw the mobile phone in frustration and stood. The mystery of this game and what killed Yuji. Upon reaching the bad end, I start to feel an ominous fear gripping at me. My stomach painfully aches. Oh shit, I'm fucked, I'm going to die. Huh? Nothing happens. After waiting for the inevitable to happen, nothing happened at all. The hell? I'm grateful my life is spared, but I'm confused as ever. Was the rumor that you die for real if you get a bad end just a bunch of bullshit? Then why did Yuji die? See, if this was an intelligent game, this would be the point where we learn that, yes, it actually was a completely unrelated factor, and or not necessarily that we learn it, but that would be the truth, and we would get a whole thematic about like conspiratorial thought, and that would be like the theme of the story. But you and I both know that's not what's going to happen. I'll go back and make a different choice this time. I dismissed my confusion and opened the load game screen to continue where I made the choice. Okay, so this is like back in like the Twitter thread or something, where they said they got several bad ends before they actually died. Let's go to the right. Kana, hurry up! I shouted without looking back. Isn't there a main street? Then we made it to the main plaza. Pant, 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 huff, huff. When I turned around, the weird shadow was nowhere in sight. That's a relief. Perhaps the shadow can't come where many people are gathered in one place. Umineko will be like, what was that thing? Don't ask me. Anyway, let's just get out of here. I'm calling home. Call me later, okay? I'm heading home. Call me later, okay? Right, see you later. What? What? We just go home? We don't, like, call the police? Okay. I think you'd want to stay together after that, too. Like, damn. Went home quickly when I parted from Kana. I thought that the shadow would most likely catch up to me. Fortunately, that didn't happen. Sigh. I stashed the cosmetics that I bought at the convenience store and lied down in bed. I'm in no mood to do makeup right now. My body is still shaking from the whole ordeal. Who or what was that? Why were they chasing after us? I don't understand it at all. What would be the reason someone would want to attack a common everyday girl like me? Oh, wait. I am gorgeous after all, and men stopped to stare at me when I passed by. Could it be the soul or spirit of a pervert out to get me? No way. There's nothing I can do dwelling on it. It can't be helped. I decided to go to bed early. Sleep will take my mind off of everything that happened. But I can't help but wonder, what was it? What if I'm attacked by that thing again tomorrow? Seems I survived. I saved my game up to this point. The game's story is your typical cliche horror plot. Kooko Iwasaki, the main character, is in a strange area at night. She is a clueless girl that apparently gets a bad end if you pick the wrong choices. So what really lies ahead? Based on what I've played, it's hard to predict what happens next. And yet, Coco may have some character traits that I find unappealing. It seems as though she messes around with guys in equal measure. But what about her secret desires? It's not really important. I got past the first choice and still I got past the first choice and still able to proceed. But how long will I be able to keep making these choices? Just thinking about it makes me depressed. While I'm at school, I tried keeping busy to take my mind off of Bad End. At least I thought I could. You know how they said Olga God died, right? It seems like it was a result of a game called Bad End. I overheard the conversation. Outside the classroom, people were talking about it as well. That's the result of opening your mouth on the whole mess. Now there's another rumor spreading across the campus. Sorry. Once a person hears it and passes it along, it won't stop. He's right, it's probably already spread like wildfire throughout the entire school. That's absurd. There's no way you can die from a video game. The rumor is probably known by everyone now. Well, it can't be helped. It's our duty to dispel any said rumor. I understand. Bad End is still installed on my mobile phone. How will the class president react if I mention it? Yeah. Kaname, come over here for a second. What's this all about? I got Kaname to follow me into the corner of the classroom so I could talk to him in private. What do you think if I told you I have the game Bad End installed on my phone? What did you say? Stop messing around. It's like a visual novel that lets you make choices. If I can clear this game, then I think I can find the reason behind Yuji's death. I think you're more likely to find the reason if you don't clear the game. Listen to what you're saying. There's no way I'll believe that a person can die from playing a stupid video game. Let me give you some advice. I advise you to stop playing, because you can't die from it. Although I don't buy into this crap, it's not worth taking the risk of losing anyone else. So what you're saying is, you don't believe it, but you believe it. Kaname is always level-headed. This is just his way of showing that he cares, and I understand where he's coming from. After school, I come straight home and took out my mobile phone. The tile screen of Bad End appears on upon flipping the phone open. Wait, is a flip phone? A small road icon is displayed awaiting to continue the game. Although I haven't even played yet, I feel exhausted. My heartbeat starts to climb with anticipation. Just take a deep breath. Calm down, Kyuhei. Take a deep breath and it helps ease the tension. I have to remain calm. I tap the icon and select my save state to continue where I had left off. I woke up still depressed. Needless to say, I'm still worried about what that was all about yesterday. Sigh. It definitely wasn't just a dream. Kana and I were definitely attacked by something. What would have happened to us if we were caught? I didn't want to even imagine it. We might have been killed. Phew. Though I didn't feel like going to school, I'd end up being more depressed depressed sitting around the house doing nothing. So I decided the best thing to do is to tough it out and keep my chin up. Probably won't be attacked in broad daylight, much less at school with people present. I arrived at the school gate and joined up with Kana. It's like the writer of this game couldn't possibly handle writing anything except a school story. That's why they're both school stories. It's a school story and a school story, but it's a horror. And they could have done so much else with it. Good morning. Good morning. Do you remember what happened last night? You mean that cursed shadow? I don't know what else to call it. So you do remember it? What do you think it was? I haven't the slightest idea, but it scared the hell out of me. Too weird. Okay, enough with that subject. Let's go on head to class. Yes, you're right. Let's go. So much of this dialogue is superfluous, and it's... The rest of the school day went as expected without incident. Somehow the story still ends up feeling rushed. The strange shadow didn't show itself at school just as I had predicted. Its weakness is probably being out in the light. Probably safe during the daytime. I am assuming this after one day of being at school. Hey. What? Kinda speaks in a low voice. Almost like she doesn't want others to hear. Almost like... It's been bugging me all day. It's about that you-know-what we saw yesterday. We have to do something. We can't go through that again. I agree, but what should we do? I was thinking maybe an exorcism? An exorcism? Are you serious? Imagine one of those stupid psychic shows that come on TV. Are they expensive? I don't have a whole lot of money right now. Actually, I think we can manage. There's a priest at Tensio... This is a Japanese game, right? That's not even a... I don't think that's even a word that you can form. Tensio Shrine, that seems very generous. The Tensio Shrine right next to our neighborhood? Yes, it seems... Yeah, he specializes in this sort of thing. Really? He'll probably cut us a deal, who knows? Maybe give us a student discount? It's worth a try at least. Let's do it. Okay. Tensio is the largest shrine in the area with an extensive history. I visit only once a year. I didn't know they performed exorcisms. Hold on a sec. Let me go talk to the priest. Oh god, I'm messing up these voices. Okay. Okay, I'll be right there. Be right here, rather. Kinda doesn't seem to know the place fairly... Seems to know this place fairly well, so I trust she knows what she's doing. Not long after, the Shinto priest comes out dressed in an elegant hakama.
I heard you were troubled. If you want, I will do anything in my power to help you.
Oh god, my voice. My voice was already taking a hit from this. Jeez. Yes. Thank you so much for helping us. From recording this long. Then Kana reappeared with a beaming smile. He's not going to charge us, isn't that nice?
I made an exception for you too. No charge.
Shinto priest gives a hearty laugh. That is his name, Shinto priest. While there's not much else we can do about our predicament, we'll just have to put our faith into the priest. Where do you want to go? I hope we can do it as soon as possible. Let's do it tonight. I'll go with you, of course.
Sounds good. So tonight it is. I'll be ready.
We left Tensio Shrine and dropped in at a local family restaurant. The uniforms the waitress here the uniforms that the waitresses wear is so neat. I want one too. Yeah, you're right. This place is pretty popular with the locals. They're famous for the stylish uniform they wear while working. This restaurant is one of a kind. There aren't any franchise chains or locations anywhere else in Japan. What? Okay, I guess they mean for the specific restaurant, but the way it was worded. So it makes for a very popular tourist attraction. What can I get for you? I'll have the special ultra treat, please. Oh, wrong. I'll take the Ishtar original cheesecake. Sounds good. I can read your face. You're wondering what's so special about this treat, huh? Can I try a bite? Anyway, I never experienced anything like that. The exorcism, I mean. Do you think it worked? I can't help but worry. Well, it's better than not doing anything, right? Don't worry so much about it. You're right. Before long, the waitress is bringing us our orders. Wow, this is really good. Definitely worthy of ultra treat. Yeah, the cheesecake tastes great too. Probably have tasted better if I wasn't weighed down with worry. What was the point of that scene? Why did that need to exist? Because they had the background for it? Why did they just cut to nighttime here and just say that they were back? Whatever. Finally, it was nighttime. When we get to the shrine, the priest was already waiting.
Please come this way and step into this area.
The area that the priest pointed to seemed to be a barrier of some sort. I've only seen them in manga and TV shows. Is this really safe? So I'm guessing the evil spirits can't break through here. At least that's the idea I got from the priest. Shinto priest brandishes what looked like a staff. Can such a thing really help exorcise spirits? Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough.
I feel an evil presence.
A concerned expression appeared on the priest's face. My heart starts to race. Sent me to space. Like a movie chase. Okay. Then I felt a presence that wasn't there a few seconds ago. Ah! Out of nowhere, the worst happened. It appeared. That's it! The thing that attacked us yesterday! It's going to happen! Yeah! The shadow's eyes shift in my direction. Why is it looking at me for? It doesn't look happy.
Don't leave the barrier!
Gotcha! Back to back. Kana and I move towards the center of the erected barrier. What is that? What am I supposed to visualize here? Like a literal magic barrier? Like a force field? You're still out there, will you be okay?
Yes, I have the staff to ward it off. I go bunk.
The priest starts to chant an incantation while motioning the wand in the air with a practiced pattern.
Evil spirit, be gone!
Dude, what the fuck? The shadow seems to shrunk a little. Did the priest's mantra work? However, the next moment... The shadow enveloped the priest from head to toe. His whole body turns pitch black. The priest falls in a fit of agony. Not Shinto priest. Oh no! No way, is he dead? The shadow turns in our direction and says, "It's your turn to die now. What should we do? What should we do? Don't ask me." Is this barrier going to keep that thing back? Your staff just rolls within our reach. Maybe I can use this. Should I make a dash for it? What should I do? Okay. I am feeling pretty... Oh, okay, this isn't a choice. Not yet, at least. 3 choices again. If there were only 2 choices, it would be easier. Still, the probability of choosing the correct choice is 1/3. There's also a chance that my next choice will kill me. However, I won't know until I try. I remember the conversation with Kaname. There's no way I believe a person can die from playing a stupid video game. Let me give you some advice. I advise you to stop playing. We already did that. I don't buy into this crap. It's not worth taking the risk of losing anyone else. Yeah, okay, I remember. I'm just an ordinary student, but if I die from this, then I'll leave behind nothing but misery for the people who matter most to me. With a 2/3 probability of dying, is it worth the risk? He hesitated before choosing. Okay. I have a feeling that's just going to lead to the same ending, honestly. No, I can't stop here. I understand that there are people who care about me. Still, somebody has to do this. I have to find out what happened to Yuji so there won't be any more victims to this sick game. Making a lot of assumptions there, dude. Let's do this. I turned back to the game screen. Listen, I'm feeling pretty magical right now. That's it. I decided to face it and pick up the staff. Ooh. The voice of the shadow and the priest are too similar. It seemed to work for the priest. Maybe I can just keep it up then. Maybe I can. It seemed to work for the priest. Yeah. Coco, do you think it'll work? Wah! I flung the staff with all my might, but... Oh? Staff passed right through the shadow's body. The shadow appeared unfazed. Oh no, it's not working! Ah. Should have considered it. It was stupid not to anticipate something like this. The next moment, the shadow completely engulfed my body. I can't breathe. The shadow's mysterious power overtook my whole body. After a short time, my heart stopped beating. Bad end. Shit. I stared in disbelief at the text bad end displayed on the small screen. This makes a second bad end. Think back to the player's blog I read about who'd played bad end. The player was probably alive and well even if he got a bad end, but what if a second bad end is what triggers Gah! I turned around and regretted doing so. It seems it was true. Making one mistake is fine. However, making a second mistake is rewarded with sure death. But were you the one that killed Yuji? I shook out at the creature with all the strength I could muster. My fists immediately disappeared through the black mist that was the creature's body. God damn it! God damn it! How dare you? What? It's telling me how dare you? How dare you for murdering me? Eh? Murdered? Wait, are you by any chance Iwa? I couldn't finish my sentence without warning. The shadow disappeared through my mouth. Ugh. My blood rushed throughout my body like it was boiling. I collapsed to the ground in intense pain. Sorry, Yuji. I'm going to die. Okay. I missed some endings, apparently. Okay. Not that I really care. Well, I'm getting sick of this, so I guess I'm gonna end the recording for today. We already have a good hour and 20-ish minutes, so I hope that's enough to satisfy you freaks who have watched to this point for some reason. And if you did, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you will, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Every little bit helps because I am a small channel currently. Yeah, that's it. I go by Tasty Nachos, and you go by